This is R.D. Sharma solution, class 11, chapter 24, the circle. Exercise is 24.2. This is the first question. Find the coordinates of the center and radius of each of the following circles. So there are four parts here, four parts. So we have to find out, in every part we are given equation of the circle. We have to find out the center and radius. So let me tell you that whenever we take the equation as x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals 0. Whenever we take equation like this, the center will be minus g and minus f. Remember, it's not gf, it's minus g and minus f, negative g, negative f. And what will be the radius? Radius will be under root of g square plus f square minus c. G square plus f square minus c. So whichever equation is given, we have to compare it with this standard equation. Try to find out g and f and c, and you will find out the center and the radius. Let us take the first one. The first one is x square plus y square plus 6x minus 8y minus 24 equals 0. Now compare it with the original actual equation. X square plus, now 6x can be written as 2 into 3x. This 8 can be written as 2 into 4y. Then we have this 24 will remain as c. Now just compare it. What is g here? G is 3. G is 3 here. What is f here? F is negative of 4 because it has negative in front of it. It's negative of 4. F is negative 4. What is, see, minus is there, so you have to use the negative sign here. And what about this? Because g is plus, you see that 2gx content is plus. Minus g and minus f you have to do, not g and f. The center is minus g, so my 3 and minus 3 will be minus 3. Minus f, minus of minus 4 will be 4. So the center is g and minus f. So the center is minus 3 and 4. It's clear now. Coming to the radius. Radius is under root g square plus f square minus c, and c is minus 24. We are comparing it with plus c. So we have to mark this c as negative of 24. So what will be g now? This r as g square plus f square minus c. Minus of minus 24, make it as plus 24. Plus 24 you'll do. So minus 3 whole square, g square, 4 square, that is f square, under root and plus minus c, that has become plus. So 9 plus 16 plus 24, that will be 49. Under root of 49 is 7. 7 sevens are 49. So this is the radius. I hope you got the idea. How do we do it? The second equation is like this. Now the second equation also has some trick or some concept here. The equation is 2x square plus 2y square minus 3x plus 5y minus 7. 7 is on the left hand side. I took it on to the left hand side. Now x square y square coefficient has to be 1. If you see here, the coefficient is not 1. It's 2. So you have to make it 1. So divide whole equation by 2. So x square plus y square minus 3 by 2x plus 5 by 2y minus 7 by 2 equals 0. Now you need 2gx here. So you need a 2 here. So multiply it by 2. So you have to divide by 2 also. So this minus 3 by 4 is f. F is G is minus 3 by 4. Coming to f. If I have to multiply, or if I want 2, I have to divide it by 2. Multiply by 2, divide by 2. So f has become 5 by 4. But we need minus g and minus f. So make it negative, minus 3 by 4, so it will become 3 by 4, 5 by 4 is negative, so minus 5 by 4. So G and F now we know, G and F we know, minus G and minus F also we know. C is minus 7 by 2, so same thing you have to do here, G square plus F square minus C, put it here. Now the third one, here we have x square plus y square by 2, half into x square plus y square, that is plus x cos theta plus y sin theta minus 4 equals 0. So x square plus y square by 2 plus x cos theta plus y sin theta minus 4 equals 0. Now multiply, we don't need anything near x square and y square, it has to be unity. So multiply all the equation by 2. X square plus y square, and now multiply everything by 2, so 2. Just make it as 2 cos theta x, because we have to compare it with 2gx. 2gx we have to compare. So 2 cos theta x plus this again 2, put as this sin theta and then y. So you can compare it with 25y, and minus 4 equals 0. Now it's 4 to the 8 because multiplied by 2. So what do you get here? You get here the f as cos theta, g as sin theta, minus f minus g will be what? G square plus f square minus c will use, minus cos whole square theta minus sin whole square theta, and because c is minus 8, minus c will be minus of minus 8, that is plus 8. I hope you got the idea. We have to find minus g and minus f, not g and f. Minus and g and minus f. So cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1, under root 9, you get 3. Now coming to the fourth part, x square plus y square minus ax minus by, minus ax minus by. So if you see here, there is no constant term here. There is no constant term. So just divide both sides by 2. Divide both by 2. Multiply by 2 and divide by 2. We need 2 here. So the f will become minus a by 2, g will become minus b by 2. C is 0 here. So what do you get here? A by 2 and b by 2, because minus g minus f we have found out. So c is already 0. There is no constant term. Just put in here g square plus f square minus c. You get under root a square plus b square, and below you will get 4. So under root 4 is of course 2. So this is the final result. Now this is question number 2. Find the equation of the circle passing through the points. Now here, it's all these 4 are exactly similar. So we'll try to solve one of these. We have to find the equation of the circle passing through these points. Passing through these points. So what you have to do here is x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c. Whenever we are talking about any equation, g is unknown here, f is unknown here, and c is unknown here. So the number of unknowns we know, we need exactly that number of equation or more than that. So we have this 5, 7, 8, 1, 1, 3. We have 3 points here. We have these points. So we'll just put x and y, or replace this x and y with 5 and 7. Put x as 5 and y as 7. So what do you get? 5 square plus 7 square plus 2g5 plus 2f into 7 plus c equals 0. Right? So 25, 5 square 25, then 7, 7, 49, then 10g, then 14f plus c, and 14f plus c equals 0, 74 plus 10g plus 14f plus c equals 0. So this is one of the equation. Now you have to have more equation like this. You have to put 8 and 1 again in x and y, and 1 and 3 in x and y. So we have 3 equations. You will be getting 3 equations. So what do you see here? C will be cancelled. I'll just show you how we do it. So because all the other 3 parts are exactly like this. So if you get something common, then you can easily solve it, because that term will be cancelled, g, f. Here you have c only as common. Others have different coefficient. So let me just give you a glimpse how you're going to go about this. We have 74 plus 10g plus 14f plus c equals 0. So you have 65 plus 16g. When I put 5 and 7, first equation. When I put 8 and 1, the second equation has come. Now subtract these two equations. Subtract these two equations. So c and c gets cancelled. 74 minus 65 is 9. This will be negative. 10 minus 16 will be minus 6g. Plus 14 minus 2 is 12f. And c gets cancelled. So this is one of the equations. Coming to take 3 and 4. I'm saying 65 plus 16g plus 2f plus c equals 0. And then you have 10 plus 2g plus 6f plus c equals 0. Subtract these two. C gets cancelled. 65 minus 10 is 55. That will be 55. And you have 16g minus 2, that is 14g. And then you have 2 and minus 6 is minus 4. Minus 4f. And c gets cancelled. So now you have two equations. These two equations. And these are simply the equation with two variables and you are able to solve it. I hope you got the idea. It will be, I'm taking this equation as 9, I'm taking on this side. So we have 6g minus 12f, so 12f. Now, I just need to change the sign. I'm saying minus 14g and plus 4f is 55. It's okay. This second equation I'm going to change. Because when I take 9 on this side, this 9 here, so I have to change the sign. It will be minus 12f and minus 12f and plus 6g and this equals 9, and just try to solve these two. Okay, so we just multiply the above equation by 3, so you get 12f minus 14 into 3 is 52, I guess. 12, 2, 1 carry hand, 42, sorry. 42g, then we have 55 into 3, that's going to be 115, just recheck it, 165, 165. Then you have minus 12f, 6g plus 9, just add these two, and 6 minus 42 is minus of 36 equals g equals 165 and 9, you just add, you'll get 174 you get. So g will be negative 174 by 36, so just say 6 is a 36, 6, 12, 6 and 54. Okay, now g is minus 29 by 6. Now I hope you'll be able to just put this g in any of the two equation, and you'll be able to find out f. And g and f is known. F will come as minus 19 by 6. F and g are known. Put it in any of the equation, 2, 3, 4. Any of the equation, you will get f, g and c, 1 and 3. Okay, so f, g, c you know. Just put it in the equation, you'll get the equation. Same thing we are going to do here. G and f and c we have to find out. First we have to put 1 and 2, then 3 and minus 4, then 5 and minus 6, then 3 equations will come. The way I told you, how do we do it? Just solve it and you get this 2, 3, 4, solve it, 2, 3 and 3, 4, find for f and g and then put it to find c. Same thing here. And the easy part of this question is whenever you put 0, 0, 0, 0, you'll get c as 0. So you're getting the constant as 0. Okay. Now the question number 3 is find the equation of the circle which passes through 3 minus 2 minus 2 0 and has its center on the line 2x minus y equals 3. So we have an equation right here. And how we are going to go about the solution? This equation you have to keep always in your mind. This x square plus 2y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c. And it is being said that the circle is passing through these 2 points, 3, -2, and -2 and 0. So when you put 3 and -2, if you put 3 and -2, you'll get an equation. Then you put the other two coordinates, -2 and 0. So 2 equations you have formed. Now the center lies on 2x minus y equals 3. Now remember that center is minus g and minus f, not gf. It's minus g and minus f. Now put this minus g and minus f in this equation, 2x minus y equals 3. Put x as minus g, in place of y put minus f, and you get 3. So you get minus 2g plus f. Take 3 here, minus 3 equals 0. Now this is minus 2g plus f minus 3. Take these 2 and 3, try to eliminate c, you will get another equation. So as I told you earlier also how to find out for g and f, just assume g and f as x and y, like we have done already to solve the equation. You will get all the terms. Question number 4. Find the equation of the circle which passes through the points 3, 7, 5, 5 and has its center on the line x minus 4y equals 1. Same type of thing is here, exactly same. Now x minus 4y equals 1 is the equation. Put minus g and minus f, which is the center here. In place of x you put minus g, in place of y you put minus f. So minus g plus 4f, take 1 here, and this is the equation on g and f. Take 2 and 3, try to find out the equation g and f, solve the 2 equations in 2 variables, linear equation. G and f and c will come and put it in the equation number 1. So this is just a repetition. We have already done a question like this. It's exactly same as the previous one, only the equation has changed. This is question number 5. Show that the points, there are 4 points being given. So 4 points, fifth is, show that the points 3, minus 2, 1, 0, minus 1, minus 2, 1 and minus 4 are concyclic. That means, concyclic means all these 4 points are on the circle. They satisfy this circle, the equation of the circle. So take any 3 points. We have already done a question like this. The second question, we have taken 3 points and using these 3 points, we can find out the equation of the circle. This already we have done. Now what we will do is the fourth point, if you put in this equation which is found by these earlier 3 points, then the fourth point is also satisfying. That means these 4 points are concyclic on the same circle. They lie on the same circle. So you can take any point. I'm not saying that you take first 3. You can take any 3 of these 4 points, any of these, and whichever is remaining, finally check it. I told you this method. So just put the 1 time, 2nd time, 3rd time, 3 points, and g and f, 3 equation will come. Try for f and g, then try to find c, and then when the equation comes, put the 4 point. Here we will put 1 comma minus 4. So when you put x and y as 3 and minus 2, first equation has come. When we put 1 and 0, the third equation has come. When we put minus 1 and minus 2, this fourth equation has come. We try to solve these equations, and when we solve it, we get g and f and c. Now put it here, so we get a proper equation. X square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c, we are putting g as minus 1, f 2 and c 1. When we put this equation, make an equation, now put 1 and minus 4. And try to see whether this 1 minus 4 satisfy this equation is there. If it satisfies the equation, then you have this fourth equation, fourth point also on the circle. So I'm putting 1 and minus 4 here. So what do you get? 1 square minus 4 square minus 2 into 1 plus 4 into this minus 4 equals 1. 1 plus 16 minus 2 minus 16 again. And then we have plus 1 equals 0. 16 gets cancelled. And 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. So you get 0 equals 0. So it has satisfied the equation. That means all 4 points are concyclic. You can take either of the 3 to start with. There is no restriction. Now this is question number 6. Show that the point 5, there are 4 points again given here. All lie on a circle and find its equation, center and radius. So all these things, in earlier question also we found G, F and C only, and it is asking for G, F and C only. So just take any three of these points, 5, 5, you say 6, 4 and minus 2, 4. Put it in this equation and just solve these three. You get G, F and C. Now take minus G, it will be 2. Take minus F, that is minus of minus 1, that will be 1. That will be 1. So minus G and minus F are the center. Minus G and minus F are the center. 2 and 1 are the center. Then you have the center, then you have the C as 20. How do you find out the radius? G square plus F square minus C. That is 2 square plus 1 square minus of 20, which C has come after solving this. So what do you get? You get minus plus 20 under 25 is 5. So this is 5, radius is 5. Okay. Now when the equation will come, just put the fourth point, which is 7 and 1. As I said, any point you would have taken. So whichever is remaining, here we have taken first 3, so 7 and 1. Just put in here, you'll get it as 0. So this is concyclic. Same as the previous question we have done. Okay. Center also has come, G and F has come, and radius also has come. This is question number 7. And there are 3 parts here. One of the part we are going to see properly. Find the equation of the circle which circumscribes the triangle formed by the lines. So 3 lines are given in each of the part. So these are the 3 lines of the triangle. Circumscribe means all the 3 points lie on the circle. It's out. The circle is outside the circle, having all the 3 points inside it. Is on the circumference. This is x plus y plus 3 equals 0. This is a, b and c. This one is x minus y plus 1 equals 0. And this one is x equals 3. So what you have to do is, you have to find out the intersection of pair of lines. So I'll just tell you one of these. Say I'm taking point C. I want to find out point C. So I have 2 lines, x minus y plus 1 equals 0 and x equals 3. Put x equals 3 here. 3 minus y plus 1 equals 0. Y is equal to 4. So 3 and 4. This C point is 3 and 4. I hope you'll be able to find out A and B in a similar way. So 1 is 3, 4. And the other point will be minus 2. A point will be this. This will be 3 minus 6. And B will come as minus 2 and minus 1. Now these 3 points are known, and we have done question already like this. We have already done a question. So we have equation. This is the equation of the circumcircle. First put 3 minus 6, then you put minus 2 minus 1, then you put 3 and 4. So you have 3 equations like this. So you have to solve these 3 equations. G, F and C will come. And G, F and C, whatever it comes, just put it here. And this will be the equation. Same thing here. Exactly similar. 3 lines, pairwise points and then circle. Similarly here, pairwise lines, find the intersection, put in the general equation. And then finally 3 equations will come, and you have to solve these equations. This is question number 8. Prove that the centers of the 3 circles, these are 3 circles, are collinear. Collinear. Collinear means collinear. They are all in the linear way. That is, they are all in same line. So they are not making a triangle. If you take any 3 points, if they are not triangle, they are going to make some triangle. If the area of triangle is 0, that means we can say that these are collinear. For that we need to have a point, and it is being said here that the centers are collinear. So you will take all these 3 and try to find out this center. I'll tell you one of these. X square plus y square minus 4x minus 6y minus 12 equals 0. We already done this, but just for completion. So you will just compare it with x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c. So I am writing this minus 4x as minus 2 into 2x and minus 6y as minus 2 into 3y. So this is, compare, as I said, compare it with x square y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals 0. So if you don't know, negative positive problem will always be there. Just equate 2gx with minus 2 into 2x. So x gets cancelled, 2 gets cancelled. You will see g is minus 2. But g is not the center. Center is minus g. Okay? G is not the center. Minus g is the center. So you need minus g and minus f. So minus g is 2. This is g. Similarly, minus 2 into 3y, compare it with 2fy. So minus 2 into 3y. Just cancel these 2 out. Y cancel out. F equals minus 3. So you have to find minus f. So take minus f. Minus f will be 3. You have g and f as 2 and 3. These are the 2 points. Similarly, second and third also you are going to find out the center. Minus 1, minus 2 and 5 and 8 will come. Now put it in the area of triangle. If you don't remember the area of the triangle, what it will be? It will be half. This will be x1, x2, x3, first column. y1, y2, y3, second column. 1, 1, 1, third column. So we have this x1, y1 as 2, 3, x2, y2 as minus 1, minus 2 and x3, y3 as 5 and 8. And just try to find out the value here, the determinant. And you will find it to be 0. This means that these points are collinear. This one is question number 9. So 9 is saying prove that the radii of these circles, 3 circles are given here. These are in AP. So radius, how do you find out the radius? G square plus f square minus c. This is how you find out the radius. So take any of these. Say this one. Now just for completion, let me do this, how to find out G, F and C. So this is minus 2 into 2x you can write. And this will be minus 12. So 2 into 6y minus 9 equals 0. So if you compare it with 2fy, you can see that f is 2. F is 2, but minus f will be minus 2. I am comparing it with 2gx. G can be easily seen that g is minus 2. Then you come here. You have to find out minus g. Okay, minus g. So what is this f 2fy? Compare it with this. You see f will come as minus 6. F will come as minus 6. But you need a minus f. Okay. So f is 12, 6, 6, 6. F is 6 and both are negative. So minus g and minus f you need to find out. So when you take g as minus 2, f as minus 6 and minus g as 2 and minus f as 6. So radius will be under root g square plus f square minus c. So don't worry about the sign because ultimately you are going to square it. So as I said, it will be this whole square of g and f. Please remember, you don't have to find out g and f, you have to find out minus g and minus f. Now just g square plus f square minus c. What is c here? C is minus 9. So minus of minus c is plus 9. So you have 4 plus 36 plus 9. This is 49. Under root of 49 is 7. So this is R. Now assume it to be R3. R1 similarly will come as 1. Same thing, same way you have to approach. R2 will be 4. So R2 minus R1 equals R3 minus R2. That is 4 minus 1 equals 7 minus 4. That both will be 3. So when you have 3 terms and the common difference is same, that means these 3 are in AP, arithmetic progression. This is question number 10. Find the equation of the circle which passes through the origin and cuts off chords of length 4 and 6 on the positive side of the x-axis and y-axis respectively. So here is a circle. It's just a rough idea I'm giving. The positive, that is positive side of x-axis of 4 and y-axis is 6. So it's cutting at x and y chords. So whenever you put a perpendicular from the center, it will divide it into two parts. So these are two parts. So it is 6. So you are saying it's to be 3 and 3. This is 2 and 2. So this I'm doing it 3 by 2, 6 by 2 and 4 by 2. If you drop a perpendicular from the center, it divides the chord into two equal parts. So if you see, x coordinate is 2 and y coordinate is 3. So your center is 2 and 3. Basically h and k you have, h and k. And what do you need? You have h and k. The second thing, what do you need? It is saying that it is passing through origin. That's why we took 2 and 3. So there will be no constant terms. That is x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals 0. When you have this center, g and f, h and k is 2 and 3. H and k is 2 and 3. But you don't need h and k. You need minus h and minus k. That is, you need minus g and minus f are the center. This will be minus g. This is minus f. So center is minus g and minus f. H and k, that is h is minus g, k is minus f. So the h and k will be, the g and f will be minus 2 and minus 3. And constant term is 0 because it is passing through the origin. When it is passing through origin, there will be no c term. In place of g, you are going to put minus 2. In place of f, you are going to put minus 3. There is no constant term. The equation is x square plus y square minus 4x minus 6y equals 0. This is question number 11. Find the equation of the circle concentric with the circle x square plus y square minus 6x plus 12y plus 15 equals 0 and double its area. So one is circle here. The center is common. Concentric means center is common. So if the area of this circle is A, the other circle, this is a bigger circle, the area will be 2A. Now what you will do? First thing is x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals 0. You compare it with the equation of the circle being given. X square plus y square minus 6x plus 12y plus 15 equals 0. This is the equation. You can find g, you can find minus g and minus f. So compare minus 6x with 2gx. You have to find out minus g. X cancel. 2 3 is 6 minus 3. So minus g will be 3. So minus g is 3. Similarly, compare 12y with 2fy. Y cancel, 2 6 are 12, f is 6, so minus f will be minus 6. So 3 and minus 6 are the center. 3 and minus 6 are the center. That is minus g and minus f. Now radius is what? Under root g square plus f square minus c. Constant is also known. So radius will be under root 3 square plus minus 6 whole square and minus 15. So 36 plus 9 is 45. 45 minus 15 is 30. So radius is under root g square plus f square minus c. And just put in here, you will get under root 30. This is r. But the bigger circle, the area is double. Area is pi r square. So area is pi r square. So pi r square, r is 30, r is under root 30. So the area of the bigger circle will be twice of pi r square. So pi r square, pi into r square is 30. R is under root 30. So pi r square, pi into 30. This is the area of the inner circle. And 30 pi. And what is the area of the outer circle? It is twice of this one. Twice of 30 into pi, which is 60 pi. So 60 pi is the area of the bigger circle. So this 60 pi, you can compare it with pi r square. right? You can compare it with pi r square. It's not 2 pi or something, it's pi r square. So 60 pi. Now you can find out the radius of the bigger circle. How? Because you know the area. Pi r square is 60 pi. Pi cancel. R is under root 60 now. So the area radius of the bigger circle is r square equals 60. So r is under root 60. R square you can directly write. So what is the center? X minus 3 whole square, y plus 6 whole square equals 60 square. Right? Under root, actually say under root 60, so only 60 will come. Then question number 12. Find the equation of the circle which passes through the point 1, 1, 2, 2 and whose radius is 1. Show that there are two such circles. First thing you have to do is assume this is the equation of the circle. Then it is passing through 1, 1 and 2, 2. You have to pass 1, 1 and 2, 2. So you'll get two equations. When you solve this, because one more equation is going to come. I'll just tell you how it's going to come. From 1 and 2, just subtract these two. I'll just subtract it. So 2g plus 2f plus c equals minus 2 equals minus 2. And 4f plus 4g plus 4f plus c equals minus 8. 4g plus 4f plus c equals minus 8. So you can just change this sequence because you can just eliminate, if you multiply it by 2, you will eliminate g and f. That's what we wanted. So I'm taking this equation above, 4g plus 4f plus c equals 0, and I'm multiplying the lower one by 2. Or you can just say, just subtract because you have to get this c also you need to eliminate. And the other thing is, if you multiply both sides, this 2g plus 2f plus c equals minus 2 by 2, you will eliminate g and f. So you will get c directly. So you have g plus f equals minus 3, and you put any of these equations, say 2g plus 2f plus c or any of these. That is g plus f equals minus 3. You can take any of the other equation. Say 4f plus 4g plus 4f, 4g plus 4f plus c equals minus 8. And you can take 4 common, g plus f you can directly put. Or you can solve by the method we generally know. 4g plus 4f plus c equals minus 8. Multiply this denominator, means the lower equation, by 4. So what do you get? 4g plus 4f. This would have done in the previous also. I'm just saying that there are certain methods to solve it. Multiplying 4 and subtract this, only c will come on the left hand side. Right hand side will be minus 8 of minus 12, that is plus 12. 12 minus 8 is 4. So what do you get? C as 4. So c is known. Now you know c is known. Now this radius of the circle is also given. Radius of circle is given as 1. G square plus f square is 1. So g square plus f square minus c is 1. So now this c, so 4 you can take on the right hand side. G square plus f square will be 1 plus 4, that is 5. This g square plus f square can be written as g plus f whole square minus 2gf. See, g square plus f square whole square is g square plus f square plus 2gf. So you can just cancel 2gf and minus 2gf. So you can put g plus f as minus 3. You know it. So I'm just leaving it here. I'll just tell you that g plus f will be minus 3 you can put, and gf you will know. G plus f, just replace it by minus 3. You have minus 2 gf equals 5. So you have two equations now. Gf. So you have two equations. Gf, g into f as 2. And g plus f equals minus 3, and I hope you'll be able to solve it. Okay, I just leave it to you. Gf equals 2 and g plus f equals minus 3. So let's just keep this because I'm confident you'll be able to do it. G and f will come two values. When g will come as minus 2, f will come as minus 1. G will come as minus 1, f will come as minus 2. You have to take g plus f equals minus 3 and g into f equals 2, solve it. So this minus 2 minus 1 will be one pair, and minus 1 and minus 2 will be one pair. So there will be two equations. That is why the question is also saying that you are going to get two equations. So one time you put minus 2 minus 1, the other time you put minus 1 and minus 2. So these are the two equations. The only thing is you have to solve the equation in linear equations like this. This is question number 13. Now find the equation of the circle concentric with x square plus y square minus 4x minus 6y minus 3 equals 0, and which touch the y-axis. So we have a circle and there is a concentric circle. We don't know whether it is smaller one or it is higher one. So we have x square plus y square minus 4x minus 6y minus 3. So the center will be found. You just compare minus 4x with 2fx, 2gx, and find out minus g. Compare minus 6y, right? And with 2fy, you will find f, minus f you find. So it's touching y-axis. Whenever it is touching y-axis, so the radius is the x component. Radius is the x component, that is the h. H is the radius. So radius you can find out. Radius is simply, radius you have g square plus f square minus c. So 2 square plus 3 square minus of 3. So this will be 4 plus 9 plus 3. So it will be 16. Under root 16 is 4. So radius is 4 for this particular circle. But we are interested in the other one, right? Which is touching the y-axis. Which is touching the y-axis. And the circle which is touching the y-axis, as I said, because the center of the circle is 2, 3, the radius of the circle which is touching the y-axis, the x component 2 and 3, that is, what is the x component? At 2. The 2 is the radius. I hope you are getting the point. Let me tell you again. When a circle touches the y-axis, we have found out the radius of the other one, which is, of course, under root 16, 4. But I am saying that the circle which is touching the y-axis, the radius is the abscissa, which is given 2, 3 here. So 2 is the radius. So you don't have to worry about all these calculations which I am doing. Just radius is 2. And the center, just I told you that it is minus 2 and minus 3, 2 and 3, minus g and minus f. So use minus 2 and 2 and 3, that is minus g and minus f. So x minus 2 whole square and y minus 3 whole square. And radius, don't worry about this 4, don't worry about any other thing, r equals under root g square plus f square minus c. Just take r as the x component. R square, this r is 2. So this is 2. So I hope you got the idea. See, this question is simply given to test your ability to find out that whether you know when a circle touches x-axis or y-axis or both axes, how you are going to find out the radius, because you are not given radius. But radius is clear here. By 2, 3, you know it is 2. Just put it 2 square. So this is the final equation. So there are certain more questions which is not in my edition which I am doing. So if you have, just have a look, try to solve it. The solution is in front of you. The other one also this one is the other one. So this is all about this exercise. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself.